Do you think we're going to be okay as a human civilization? You said we
Absolutely.
don't know.
Absolutely.
Do you, do you think it's? Do you think we'll prosper or destroy ourselves as
In
a
general,
in general?
I'm an optimist. No, I think that it'll be interesting to see, for example, with this, pandemic. To me, when you look at like organizations, for example, having some kind of perturbation, some kick to the system, usually the end result of that is actually quite good. Unless it kills the system, it's actually quite good usually. And I think in this case, people, I mean, my impression, it's a little weird for me because, I've been a remote tech CEO for 30 years. It doesn't, this is bizarrely, and the fact that, like this coming to see you here is
one of the rare moments of human
the first time in 6 months that I've been like, in a building other than my house. Okay. I'm a kind of ridiculous outlier in these kinds of things.
But overall, your sense is when you shake up the system and throw in chaos, that you challenge the system, we humans emerge better.
Seems to be that way. Who's to know? But I think that, people, my sort of vague impression is that people are sort of, oh, what's actually important? What's what is worth caring about, and so on. And that seems to be something that perhaps is more, emergent in this kind of situation.
It's so fascinating that on the individual level, we have our own complex cognition, we have consciousness, we have intelligence, we're trying to figure out little puzzles. And then that somehow creates this graph of collective intelligence where we figure out, and then you throw in these viruses of which there's millions different, there's entire taxonomy, and the viruses are thrown into the system of collective human intelligence, and we little humans figure out what to do about it. We get we tweet stuff about information. There's doctors, there's conspiracy theorists, and then we play with different information. I mean, the whole of it is fascinating. I'm like you, also very optimistic, but there's you said the computational reducibility. There's always a fear of the darkness of the uncertainty before us.
Yeah,
and it's scary.
I mean, the thing is, if you knew everything, it would be boring, and it would be, and then worse than boring, so to speak. It would be It would reveal the pointlessness, so to speak. And in a sense, the fact that there is this computational irreducibility, it's like as we live our lives, so to speak, something is being achieved. We're computing what our lives, what happens in our lives.
That's funny. So the computational reducibility is kind of like, it gives the meaning to life. It is the meaning of life. Computational reducibility is the meaning of life. There you go.
It gives it meaning. Yes, I mean it's what causes it to not be something where you can just say, you went through all those steps to live your life, but we already knew what the answer was.